everybody. It's another morning here. It's another I don't know. I don't have an accent. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, it is Thursday. It is it's April something, probably 12th. Maybe April 12th. I don't know. Don't get me lying. But it's April. Hello April. Maybe it's the 13th now I think about it. I don't know. It's a day. How y'all doing? Um yeah, today I will be, I have to go to my third grade class today. So that's happening. It's something that happens every day. I've got the students I'll be working with today. They have yet to start their new project, so it'll be fun getting them started on a new project. I had to do that one other time this week with a different class, and it's always cool because I show them the project that we're doing and they're like, cool, that's nice. But the only downfall to that is the like, I want to play it now, and it's like, well, we haven't coded it yet, we have to slow down. So we're actually designing, which is not like what you think it is. It's more like making a sprite, which is essentially like the game we're doing is like a bunch of different shapes to create an obstacle, basically. So it's like a ball rolling down the ground. I call it a ground. So it's rolling down the ground, and sometimes you'll have there are peaks and there's also valleys. So they go up, they go down. Sometimes they'll go here, they'll go here. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but it makes sense and I see it. But yeah, the game that we're making is going to be pretty cool. They like it a lot. The point of the game is to not touch a certain color, and that color is red. So I'm keeping them all on the red track. The ground can be any color they want it to be. The same color, but the ground must be red, or some parts of it must be red, because I'm not fixing to be dealing with a whole bunch of other different colors. It's just easier to keep everybody on the same page. So, I say design, meaning they'll have to design their ground. So they'll have to have blocks, and their blocks are going to have to go horizontally and vertically, and sometimes they're going to be side by side vertically, and sometimes there'll be some horizontally in the middle of the air like this. So it'll be interesting. Anyways, I'm talking too much about that. My arm is starting to hurt now. This vlogging thing, guys. Ooh, to y'all who do it every day, bless you, because this is it's for the birds. So I'm about to head out. It's let's see. Oh, it's fail. It's 10:10, and yeah, I'm about to head out as usual, and then after that I'm probably gonna run a couple of errands, and then I'll be back home today. Like I said yesterday, we do not have our after school program for our middle school kids today. So I will be coming home and spending the rest of my afternoon at home working. So there's a lot of things, my personal projects, that I need to do after I get done with my actual work. So there's not going to be a ton of blogging, like, pictures of things. I'm not going to be out and about a lot. I'm just going to be at home. So I'll try to get some shots of me working at home. If not, oh well. Anyways, I'll see y'all later on. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it is 12:05. I got here a little bit later than normal, so which is typical for Thursday because I don't have any class to go to after this, so I tend to get here just a little bit later. But anyways, I came in here, but it was about 10:50, and there's a class in the computer lab before I could come in, which is fine. That's how it typically is. But it's like 11, when it gets to be 11:10, I'm like, where's all the kids? I was talking to the TA. He was normally in the computer lab, and then in comes a few kids, and I'm like, this isn't the normal class. And I found out that it was actually a mix of students. So it was the bad kids. They had the entire third grade had like a a party, I guess, or maybe somebody came in and did some kind of something. I don't know, maybe a program. Let's call it a program. They had a program, and the kids I had were the bad kids. The kids that got bad marks, and so they couldn't go to the program. So they said, send them to coding, and I'm like, what? Which is very interesting. Oddly enough, it's very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be quite honest. Be like, what? Anyways, I initially panicked. I was like, oh crap, because there's mixed classes. So I can't start the new project for just a few of the kids because I'm just going to have to go back. And I told the TA that, and she said, yeah. She said, but they cannot have free time because that defeats the purpose. And I said, oh, great. So I went on Scratch on my laptop, and I was trying to find something in a hurry, and I found one thing, I found another thing, and everything had so many sprites and so much code that it would have been pointless to try to make it work. So I had to get them started, so I at least had them get started on making a new project, going through that process, and then after that, I was like, I'm just going to do this one thing. So I found the game, and I was, rattling off some of the blocks of code, and then as I realized like what we were doing, it was really kind of silly when you really think about it. However, it kept them actively doing something for the 40 minutes that they were in there, so, and they couldn't have any free time, so we went to the entire time. Anyways, that was kind of like, oh my gosh, but then I was like, you know what, I should have been prepared. Like, I didn't know this day was coming, but now that I think about it, it's like you have to have an alternative for when, like for this type of class that's normally very structured. It's normally very structured. My high school kids aren't very structured. I let them kind of go off on their own and work, and then as they have questions, they come to me, or I'll walk around and go to them and check on what they're doing and make sure they're actively doing something. But this is different. So anyways, that was interesting. I'm gonna go home. I have actually noticed something, and the project that I picked out for them to do actually works. Like, I think it's a good alternative to, like, if I have a mixed class like that again, it's an assignment I can go back to, and then it tells me that I actually need to work more in Scratch and find like some random thing to do, like create a random game that we could play or something like that. I never showed them exactly what we were doing because we weren't going to get through it anyway. So I really could have picked anything, but since, I don't know. So it worked out fine. The TA said, you handled it well. That's what she told me. I was like, really? I don't think so, but okay. I don't know. Anyways, it's now 12:09, 12:10. It just turned to 12:10. I'm about to head over back to my side of town. I have to go to the bank, and I gotta go to run another errand, and then after I get done with that, I'm gonna be at home. So it's probably the next time you'll see me. Yeah, so see y'all later. Okay, Howdy party people. Okay, so I'm tired. It's about 4 o'clock. I say that all the time. That's gonna get irritating. I need to find some other words. Anyways, so it's about 4 o'clock, It's still Thursday. I did some work, as y'all saw in the time lapse. I did a little bit of work. Um, I am done editing my first vlog. Super excited, but to throw that out there to the interwebs. And then I'm going to spend the rest of my evening probably doing my hair. Now, this is probably going to be the end of my vlog simply because I know y'all don't want to see me do my hair and I'm not about the life of filming it. So, that's all I have for today's vlog. Um, yeah. I don't think I'm going to vlog tomorrow just because I stay at home all day and it'd just be a lot of me just doing some work and then finishing up my hair. So, again, don't think that you'll be interested. But I do appreciate you for watching this far and I'll see you around on the next one.